Simon, a 2-2 draw today sort of keeps our unbeaten run going. What were your thoughts on the game?
I thought we were excellent first half, especially going forward. I thought we'd done enough first half to win the game, and we've let 2 really sloppy goals in. The first one's just sort of, it's an absolute gimme for them sort of thing, and the second one isn't great either. And we've played really well going forward. We've scored 2, and we should have probably scored a few more. Jake's had a few good chances and things, one cleared off the line, that kind of thing. So I don't know, all the action was in the first half, wasn't it? The second half fizzled out. They defended very well, and we never really got going, so the second half became a bit of a stalemate. But I thought we'd done enough first half to be in front more, to be in front. We've come in at 2-2.
There was that chance just for half time, wasn't there, with Jake, and the keeper's made a good save, and then the second half. Why do you think that was? Was there maybe just a lack of intensity perhaps in the second half? We just didn't get going, like you said.
No, yeah, first half we did. I mean, we've done well to come back from, we've gone behind twice, so credit to us for that, and we've let soft goals in, and sometimes that can sort of, you can drop right off, but we kept going, we kept creating, and we scored some good goals, some very good goals actually. Justin scored 2 good goals, and we've created, and as you said, Jake's kicking himself in there. He knows he should probably score and put us 3-2 up. We've had another one off the line and things like that. So second half, yeah, we huffed and puffed, and so did they really. They defended very well. I'd rather give them credit second half for what they did. They were defending the slope, and they defended very well, giving nothing away.
Also, it's not a defeat, it's a point for us, and we keep going until the FA Trophy next week.
Yeah, it was important we didn't lose. I think we've come back into the game twice. We had a real good go at them for 20-25 minutes of the second half, and then I felt we just fizzled out a bit, and the lack of options on the bench. We didn't have any attackers we could throw on and freshen up. Bax was injured again with his previous injury, so we were a bit light of attackers. It'd been great to throw 2 more attackers on, wouldn't it? And we'd have probably gone and created a bit more and maybe got the winner that way, but we had to stick with what we got, and we dug in. And it was important we didn't lose in the end. They got back into it a little bit at the end, and I was saying to Steve, make sure we don't lose, and it's our first draw of the season, but I think people above us have lost, and we're 7th in the league, so I mean, we have to be thrilled with that, being 7th in the league, and FA Trophy game next week, and things are going well for us, and we have to look at the positives.
Like you said, obviously Back is injured, and obviously Jay, so they're 2 sort of really good forward options that we have that weren't available today.
Yeah, before their injuries, when we had 5 sort of strikers as such, we were throwing 2 on, and we were keeping the momentum and the tempo up. But a few weeks ago now, we've got some midfielders, centre backs that aren't going to go and win you a game. And I think Justin looked a bit tired, and Jake and Marcus. It was a hard game. It was a tough sort of game in tough conditions, and we were just flagging a little bit at the end. And like I said, a Scott or a Jay that would have been fresh might have gone and just won it for us, and they didn't. But credit to Witton, they defended well, and they took their moments and their opportunities and made it difficult for us. But I kind of overriding feelings we've left 2 points out there.
Some of the football, especially, we continued after the last few games, which was really, really good football in the first half. Some of the build-up play and the chances that we created is also really pleasing. Yeah,
some of the football's great, and the chances we did create, are excellent. And if anything, we're maybe guilty of not scoring more. But like I said, the biggest thing today is we've let 2 soft goals in. We've gone and scored 2. We can't score 3 and 4 every week to win a game. 2 today should have done the job. I mean, some of Josh's crosses are just like out of this world. His delivery's unbelievable. I think it was half a dozen first half. I think we scored off 1 of them, but some of them crosses are just, I'd love, like I said last week, I'd love to be playing 20 years ago with them. And I'm working on Marcus and Jake to get on the end of them, because they're of such quality. We need to make use of it. But we have to be pleased. Like I said, yeah, we've climbed a couple of places, playing good football. All's good at the moment.
Also, yeah, Josh got an assist. I think another one of his crosses, it just caused that much sort of carnage in the box, and obviously it nearly went in on the line. So it's a real sort of tool and asset that we've got.
He's a real asset. He's a good defender. He's a great lad as well. He's come and completely bought into being on loan here, which all the loan lads have, but sometimes you don't get that. But I mean, his delivery's of a real high standard. Was he at Sheffield Wednesday? It's that kind of standard, his delivery, and we need to make the most of it whilst he's here doing that for us, because some of them crosses are real sort of high-end professional standard, and we've just got to make sure we get on the end of them. We got on the end of 1, and I think he's been getting a few assists the last 3 or 4 games from doing that. But yeah, he was good. We were all good going forward. Like I said, I was pleased with us going forward. We done enough to win the game. Disappointed we left some soft goals in, but credit to Witton in terms of Callum Saunders scores goals. He's had 2 half chances, took them. And in fairness, we've defended very well in the last 7 or 8 games. So today I thought we were a little bit off it defensively.
Next weekend we've got another big game. I think the big games keep coming, and the FA Trophy again, a chance for us to go and play like we know we can and hopefully progress.
Yeah, we need to have a bit of a cup run. It's important to the finances, which we all know about, but it'd be good for the players and the team and the club and the supporters if we can just have a bit of a run. And it'll be a tough game away at Bootle, but again, if we play our best football, there's no reason why we can't go there and get a result and win the game, which would be great. We'd put us through into the next round, which probably hasn't happened for a while. So that would be good. And we're sat in 7th in the league in sort of what will be mid-November. I think we all have to be really pleased with that, with what we do. And the start was kind of tricky, and I think all things included, to be 7th in the league, we're doing excellent. And if we can get through next week and win that game, then we're in a real good place.
Just back to the start of the season, you said, we all knew how difficult our run was, but you said, if we could get past that and start playing teams that are sort of more similar to ourselves and win those games, that we'd do well for ourselves, and we are doing well.
Yeah, we started tough. There were some tough games, and I think we just lacked a little bit of belief, and it was a little bit of we weren't sure what we were doing. We know now, and if you watch us, there's a real identity, isn't there? We play 4-3-3, we work hard, we get it forward quick, and we play high tempo kind of football going forward, crosses in the box, and Justin and Jake or Backer or Jay, whoever it is, and Marcus are just a real handful, and the rest of the team are working hard to get them the ball early. And we look a threat, and like I said, there's a good identity to it, and we've started winning games, and we're picking up plenty of points and good results and playing good football. And the lads have got clapped off there. We've drawn 2-2, and they've got a round of applause off, because first half some of that was really excellent, and second half, did we blow our steam a little bit? Yeah, but I think the supporters are aware that we've got people missing as well, and I'd have loved to have thrown 2 strikers on to freshen up, because I really believe that would have gone and got us the winner. But credit to the lads that dig in and get a result, and we did. And Witton aren't a bad team. They're on a good run, and again, a bit like us, they started poorly, but yeah, I'm confident Witton will probably be in the top half, and they look a decent enough team.
The supporters today, obviously, behind the goal, we're doing the best to cheer the lads on, and I feel that's a big help for us.
Yeah, and I'm glad they have. We won 7, I think, in 10 and drawn 1. Our record's good. We've only lost 2 games in 10 or 11. They should get behind us, and hopefully they do come down. And it's a good game of football. There's some good stuff. Justin's goals, some of Josh's crosses, some of the football we played. It's of a good standard. It's worth coming and watching that. And 2 good teams having a go at each other today. It was a good spectacle. And whilst we'd like to win, it was a good positive result for us. And results have gone our way, and we've climbed a few places. And the more the supporters can come in and do that, the better. And they got right behind us second half, and we're just a bit disappointed we couldn't really carve out a clear-cut chance. We had a few moments, but we didn't create enough.
And just finally, obviously, onto Bootle. So what do you sort of know about them? I mean, obviously they're not a club that we normally play. I don't think Stalybridge just played Bootle for 20-30 years. What do you know about them, and how do you prepare?
I mean, we've had a look at them. They'll be watched for us, so we'll know what we're doing, and we'll speak to people who played against them. So we'll get a bit of an angle. But it's very much about what we do. We've not got a great record against lesser teams. So for me, it's our mentality. If we be the best Stalybridge that we've been in the last few months, we'll be good enough to get a result. But they're a Liverpool team, which means they'll compete, they'll be aggressive, and they won't give anything away, and they'll want to win, which is what you always get as a given with sort of the Liverpool team. So we know it'll be tough. I think they pushed FC United early in the season in an FA Cup game very close, so they'll be a tough team. They'll be decent. They'll have a go at us. If we do it right, we're more than capable. If we don't, then we'll be in for a long afternoon. So it's very much about us, and I think at this level, you can scout teams as much as you want. There's an awful lot of watching teams and tactics and stuff, but I do believe at this level it's very much what your lads do on the day. If they perform to the best of their ability after working all week and that kind of thing, then you'll be okay. But I'm not sure we're at a level where we can go stopping teams and worrying too much about the teams. We just have to make sure we do what we do very well. If we do that, I'm confident we'll get the result.